So yesterday's video was about creating a distraction-free environment to work in, so not getting distracted by colleagues, by notifications, and so on and so forth. What I want to talk to you about today is FOMO, or fear of missing out. And a lot of people have it. I have it. My next door neighbor, everyone pretty much has it. And being on the internet as well as working on your own, like I do, I'm forever in fear of missing out. So we all are, actually. But there are certain things you can do about it. Now, I got a comment in yesterday's video about yesterday's video. I'll put it up here and I'll read it. My biggest issue right now is getting lost in extra tabs. We've all been there, I know that. I'll go to check on something and need to look at, and then make my way to an unrelated tab and lose time from the task I was focused on in the first place, which again, the whole point of yesterday's video was being distracted with the tap on the shoulder and notifications. And having a bunch of tabs open is pretty much the same thing. Look forward to watching a later video today, whatever, sorry, don't know why I even bother saying that. So the point is, this person, Jean, is having issues with lots of tabs open. Now, I've seen this so many times when I'm working on a computer, working with a client. They sometimes even have like 2 or 3 browsers open with a bunch of tabs on it, and it just makes no sense. I understand the reasoning between having 2 browsers, one as a personal browser, and if you're working for a business or your own, you have a second browser. And I sometimes do that. I use Chrome if I'm doing business stuff, and I use Safari for basically everything else, or Brave or whatever. But anyway, 2. Now the point is, having a bunch of tabs open is the fear of missing out. Oh my God, I've got to keep it for later on. But have you ever found that you go back to that browser and you just, after a day or so, you just keep closing, you're just closing the tabs, so there's no reason to have them or keep them or whatever. What you should be doing, there's several things you can do, and this is what I replied to Jean, is to have a system, whether it's a to-do list, whether it's a project management tool, a whiteboarding, or a whiteboard or whatever, or even a notes app, so you have your own second brain somewhere. It's called a second brain, yeah, I know, I think it's weird as well. And putting everything that you want to reference in your second brain, in a location where you can actually go and find it again. Now, the good thing about doing that, and rather than just having a bunch of tabs open, is that you can actually, it's kind of like an archive of what you were doing and what you were trying to research and so on. So in the future, if you ever want to go back to it, you always have the link, the notes and whatever on there. So having a tab open, you don't put a note on it. You're like, well, why is this open after a day or 2? Probably, not always, but probably. Whereas if you have a second brain, whichever system that you choose, you can actually put notes in and get rid of that tab. Now, I talk about email a lot. Email is a big thing for me. And I'm forever telling people to stop having a bunch of emails in their inbox. Now, having a bunch of tabs open, to me, is equivalent to having a bunch of emails. You go to your email to communicate with someone or read something. You don't want to go to your email inbox and go, oh my God, I've got to go through all of this. It's the same with tabs. You've got a bunch of tabs, what am I doing? Anyway, that's the episode today. Hopefully that helped you out. If you do have a bunch of tabs open, just close them or take notes of them, put them in your second brain, put it in your notes app, take notes about it, and then just close it. Anyway, as always, keep it simple. I'll see you tomorrow, and tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, have a great evening. Ciao. Bye-bye.